We're going to be creating 4 different semi-permanent shades using Nightfall, Nirvana, Clear, Firefly, Lava, and Cleopatra. We're going to create our base shade first, so I'm using Clear mixed with Nightfall to give us a gorgeous deep blue. Our second shade will be an accent blue, so I'm using Nirvana, Clear, and a couple drops of Nightfall to give us a gorgeous bright blue that has a little bit of neon underneath it. Our third shade is going to be an accent yellow, so I'm mixing Clear with Firefly. This is going to be just the right amount of neon to really give us a pop and some dimension in our blue tones. For our fourth and final shade, we're going to be using Cleopatra mixed with Lava. This will give us a gorgeous warm peach rose color and really add a lot of texture into our final color. For this application, we're going to be using our base blue, which was Nightfall and Clear, to apply to all of the roots. We're going to start the same way we did with our lightener by applying this formula all around our perimeter and then going through in smaller subsections to apply our formulas. For our first subsection, I'm going to be applying our base blue to the roots and then feathering that down with my fingers. By doing this first, you'll create a really seamless blend in between your 2 semi-shades. Then after it's blended down, we're going to be applying our accent blue, which was Nirvana, Clear, and Nightfall, and blending that right down through the mids and ends of that subsection. For our next subsection, we're going to be using our base blue to apply to the root like we will all over the head, but in this section we're actually going to bring our base blue all the way down through the mids and ends to give this color a lot of depth and make sure it stays a true blue. We're also going to be taking a subsection on the opposite side of the back section and pulling our base blue all the way through the subsection as well. For our next subsection, we're going to be using our base blue to cover the root and then blend that directly down into our warm peach tone. For the section following our peach color melt, we're going to be using our base blue for the roots again, but instead of blending it all the way down this time, we're going to use our accent blue. That way the pops of the peach will be surrounded by blues, so our final product will be a blue hair color with accents. You can already see how these colors are going to work super well together with that peach sandwiched in between a couple of blue shades. Our next section will bump us back to the left side of the back using our base blue to cover the root, and after feathering it down, we're going to apply our yellow accent color to this side. Again, we want to keep that yellow in between a couple of blue shades and opposite of our peach tone, so you have a lot of different tones running through all sides of the head and none of it looks streaky or lumped on top of each other. Because we just did one of our yellow accent colors on this side, we're going to bring it back into a blue shade for our next subsection, using our base blue for the roots and our accent blue for the mids and ends. Continue this pattern all the way up the back, making sure no accent colors are side by side. Moving into our first side section, we're going to begin this application the same way we did in the back, doing the perimeter with our base blue. Then our first subsection, we're going to carry the base blue all the way down through the mids and ends. Our second side subsection will have the base blue at the root, and then we're going to work into one of our first accent colors, which in this case is going to be our accent blue. Carry the accent blue through the mids and ends as well. Our third subsection will have our base blue at the root, then we're going to carry that into our accent yellow. I chose the accent yellow for the side because directly behind it in the back section is the accent peach. I don't want two colors to be side by side, so I switched them up on the accents. Now we're just going to mirror image our pattern so far. So we're going to use a base blue melted into our accent blue formula, and then our final section will be the base blue carried all the way down. Our final side section will be very similar to our left side section. First, we're going to apply our base to the perimeter so we don't miss any spots. Then we're going to be recreating the same pattern we did on the left side. The only difference is we'll change our middle accent color. So our pattern for this side will look like base blue through the first subsection, base blue melted into accent blue for the second subsection, base blue melted into our peach tone for the third subsection, then back to our base blue melted into our accent blue for the fourth subsection, and our last and final section on the top will be our base blue pulled all the way from roots to ends. After our application is complete, we are going to process at room temperature for 20 minutes, then rinse with the coldest water possible. Because the Pulp Riot semis are conditioner based, you don't need to shampoo or condition after. For styling today, I'm going to be making a cocktail with Olaplex number 6 and 7, working that through the hair and then blow drying and styling as normal. For our blow dry, I'm using my Dyson blow dryer and an Olivia Garden round brush, which I will link in the description below if you're interested in picking one up for yourself. These tools give me the absolute smoothest blowouts, and I could not be more obsessed with them. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek of our finished look. This is just blown out, no iron styling yet, but I love all the dimension that you see in the blues and our little pops of yellow and that peachy pink sticking out. Just bring it all together. I am so in love. Before taking our after photos, I'm going to be creating a wave using my Babyliss iron. I will also link this in the description box below if you guys want more info on it. This iron gives me the prettiest, loosest wave and will show all the dimension and different tones in our color. Here she is. This is our final look from being inspired by Pantone's Color of the Year Classic Blue. I love the way our accent tones really peek out and just add a little bit of extra something to our blue formula. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more hair color transformations and tutorials. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!